I had a post about telling people how it is important to consume a proper food inside of your system because your ancestors, they eat from it. And somebody wanted me to elaborate about this, which now I'm doing. So you have to understand this, right? And be open-minded. Inside of your body, there are multiple environments, planets, right? Star system, if you want to call them. And they're being allocated by you, okay? And each and every environment inside of your body has different entities, to say, or ancestors that are actually in control of that specific environment. When we say that you have what you call a DEA, you're talking about your ancestors that are within it, that are making you to have power and strength every single day. Now, every little thing that you take inside of your body, it benefits your ancestors. If there's anything that is poisonous inside of your system, now you're making your bloodline ancestors to be sick. Because every time they are accumulating everything that you're consuming inside of your body, inside of your blood, inside of your system. To them, it is food. What you consume, you're actually giving them to actually also eat as well, all the time. That is why when you are sick, you're having a poisonous chemical inside of your body, it is hard for you to survive from it because your ancestors now don't have power to actually help you overcome all of that, because it also affects them. So if you start to eat nutrition things that are proper for your body inside, then your ancestors become even more stronger and powerful. Now they're helping you to always generate this energy that is everlasting for you, so that you can always have the strongest immune system. So they're also consuming all of that inside of your blood. They are doing it all the time. But if you're gonna give yourself poisonous food, then you're making them not to function well. Therefore, they won't see a need for them to actually sustain themselves so that you can be better sustained and live for the longest of time. Now, I even mentioned this when I made a post on Twitter about this, that people don't talk about this. Some people, when they're injected in the hospitals, they die because their ancestors don't want that injection inside of their system. It destroys them, right? It makes them weak because you've been induced by a chemical, right? And ancestors don't do well with chemicals, but herbs, anything that is bitter and natural, it is very beneficial for them. They know and understand the nature of it because we are the nature. Hence, that is why we have green veins, not blue veins like human beings do. We have green veins because we are the nature. That is the root of your heart chakra, that is green in color, that is connected to all the veins that you have inside of your body. That's what makes you powerful. And the whole neteru, the nature yourself. And your ancestors want each and every little thing that is herbal in your system to make your heart to come very strong. That's what this is all about. Your heart that is channeling all of your veins that are green in color. The more green things that you eat and consume in your body, it is the better you become strong and your immune system becoming on a different level. That's what your ancestors want. But the moment when you induce yourself with chemical substance, then it bothers them. When you start to actually consume all of this this pharmaceutical herbs, right, you start to function in a different way, because those chemicals, the only thing they do, while it heals other parts of what is sick inside of your body, it is breaking another organ to actually function in a different way, that now you're malfunctioning. You're not actually even functioning well anymore. So all of that now is pushing your ancestors' bloodline not to have power over whatever that is that you're consuming inside of your body. Now you're chasing them away. Now you don't have a much more deeper connection with them because they are not there in a full capacity than they should have. So this is what happens when you start to consume all of those chemicals. Now, I'm not saying that you should stop doing it, because now I know that everybody has been captured, which I understand. Everybody's been captured. This is just for educational purpose, for you to understand. You know? So the more you intake bitter herbs or bitter natural foods inside of your system, now you're making your ancestors to be strong. So those are the different types of the operation ancestors. They are actually working in your system. You have to be very conscious about things that you take inside of your system. You will know, like I always tell you, your body will tell you if whether or not what you're taking it inside your body is good for you or not. If only you were able to listen, you would understand what I'm talking about. You'd actually tell that what I'm consuming, my body is against. Apart from the fact that you're sick, that you really need it, you always have to be conscious when you take it inside of your system. Then you will know what I'm talking about. You'll understand. But if you were to actually have this knowledge of accumulating things in a natural herb substance, then I'm telling you, man, your DEA will rise and your ancestors will become even more strong and powerful. Those who operate in a physical matter inside of your system. But when you take every substance that makes you weak, including the food that you consume that is chemical based, then you are making them weak. That is why you start to see that your body is deteriorating inside and out. Your age is actually changing in a different way. You're aging very quick and fast, right? You're aging so much quicker than expected. Okay, so it's very deep, but I hope that you'll be able to understand, you know. And the thought of you having so much food inside of your system, man, it's not good at all, because you have to give your body so much time to rejuvenate itself. But how are you doing that if you're consuming a lot of food all the time? I eat once a day, 6 p.m. So I start to prepare my food at 5:30. Then from 6 up until 7 o'clock, I have to eat my meal. But after 7, I don't eat anything at all. I don't eat anything after 7. Okay? I don't eat anything. And that goes along with all of the hours. I don't eat any fruit. I don't eat and consume anything else other than just water. I like my water with lemon inside, by the way. So I consume a lot of water. The only time I eat is at 6 p.m. From 6 up until 7 o'clock is when I eat. And even my diet does not even have meat. There's green stuff. I eat pap. But the different one, there's a one that's called millet. It's brown in color. Not the one that you buy from the stores. This one, I get it straight from the land, right? It is a seed. Then they take it to actually turn it into a powder, right? That's why I actually even order it. 4 kg. It's really, really small. I spend like 250 to buy it all the time, but it lasts me longer. It can last me for the whole entire month, because remember, I eat once a day. And what I love about it, when I eat it, right? Let me show you something. So this is what I consume, right? When I say that I eat pap, this is what I consume. You can make it a soft porridge, or you can just make it a pap, right? It's what I consume all the time. You can't get it at any store. When I eat this millet, I don't get hungry at all, right? And I just eat enough portion. So at 5:30, I prepare my food and prepare my millet and make up some green salads for myself. And then I just consume food and then eat 6 p.m. once a day. This gives my body enough time to regenerate itself and have so much power. And as a spiritual person and a light person, you cannot be a spiritual person but accumulate a lot of food in your system. And especially when it comes to me, I'm always having to work around with so many energies every time when I tune in my higher self. Therefore, I must travel with an empty stomach, right? I must travel with an empty stomach. So you have to be cautious about the things that you consume inside of your body. It is very, very important, man, right? It is very important. So I hope you received this well, and this is just educational purpose. The herbs are more potent than any chemical substance in this world.